Hey guys, today we're going to have a very effective starting session. So I created two lootable chests. One of them is custom with a custom loot as well. Also, I spent some time creating a different kind of terrain for water area, and technically we are going to shape our new level using the basic tools without huge info dumps. So let's get started. I didn't spend much time showing you how to create the world. Also, I found a really cool technique of creating believable mountains and bottom of your water area. So if you're interested in a video where I do everything slowly, just let me know. So here's the world that we're going to use for the rest of our starting session. If you still have questions about creating the levels and terrain, weather, sky, whatever, have a look at my previous video, because here we're going to use tools from the previous video. So first you need to choose terrain edit tools and go to material section. Here you have a couple of sand tiles. I'm going to use the sand that shows us the underwater texture. Also, it's very important to click paint button in your left corner of this window, and I will play with probability and radius of the brush, and using this brush you will paint over the terrain, therefore creating layers of different textures. I recommend playing around with it and use different radius and different brushes to create a believable shape of your water area. Eventually I will spend more time with each brush to see how it works, and maybe I will even find out how to create a smoother textures that melt with each other and you can easily combine them. But for now, this is the approach that I used. It's easy, it's understandable, it helps people with low levels of modding craft to create something of their own right from their imagination. When this was finished, I needed to add more vegetation to make the bottom of this lake more detailed, and I used the same approach with the vegetation tool that you can find in the previous video. Here we will not spend time explaining the same thing again. When you use vegetation, my tip for you is try to create random patches of life, so to speak. So don't oversaturate your scene with details, because you need the sense of air or some empty space that leaves you the area as a player just to stand and look around. If there will be too many items, you will lose the effect that's called stop and stare, and I tried to stick to this exact way, the advice actually that I heard a long time ago from one of my art teachers. Let's explore this area a little bit. As you can see, we have enough space for plants, for little rocks, maybe even for extra loot besides chests. While I'm doing this showcase, I also want to say big thanks to all of you who comment and subscribe. I was very pleased to see that you enjoyed the content that I made recently. I'm going to share more information about my personal modding adventure, and hopefully you will learn more from my mistakes and from my experience as well. So thank you very much, guys. Now, this is the time when we create our chests and put them into the world. Click and add new layer. It's very important that you choose the quest here and put the name that will represent this easy lootable, nothing to do with you but to play chest. So create the name that you would recognize, and make sure that it's in the list from your right side. This little square must be red, not gray. So pay attention, because sometimes it becomes gray and you will not be able to see the objects. Then go to Asset Browser and you need to filter it as C Entity Template. That's important. Type in chest and you will have a list of chests. Sometimes you will see that the asset doesn't have a thumbnail or a picture to show what kind of object you're looking at. You just need to click and choose an option to update thumbnail, and you will have a picture of whatever item you're having in front of you. My congratulations, we are at the final step. Click, drag chest into your world, and that's it. The important thing is that this chest must have the loot layer, otherwise you will not be able to interact with it at all. So it will be empty and it will not have this lootable option. Another feature to play with is move, rotate and scale tool. It's pretty simple to understand. The only complication that you might encounter is the point when you need to catch the axis or these little arrows when they turn yellow, and only then you can click and actually use them. Okay, this chest is ready. Don't forget to save your world because there is no autosave on the software. Now we are going to create a unique chest, a custom chest, if you need one for your modes. First, copy the chest that you'd like to use. I will do everything slowly so that you can follow the process that I'm doing because it might get tricky, so pay attention. In your virtual depot, go to levels and then choose the folder where you created your world. There you will need to create a new directory and paste this chest there. Then you need to rename it and give it a unique title. After that, go to Tools and Loot Editor. There, I highly recommend you to study every option that you have. We are going to put our new loot into the test folder. Click to the red plus button and then add the name of your new loot. I will call it Goose Gold. Then go to Items, click on the green plus, change the quantity and find the exact kind of loot you want to add. So let's find it in this huge list. I'm going to put money there, so I just open this list and I type in crown. It's the coins, right, that we have in The Witcher 3. And remember to save it. That's important. So save your new type of loot. That's it. Now you have your new loot. What might happen is that when you go into edit into your chest, you will not see this newly created loot. So what you need to do is you need to restart the REDkit. And for that, remember, save the world, and in the very same option in the menu you have a button of restarting, so click restart. Load your world again. Follow whatever I do on the screen. And I have purple plants. Okay. If you know why I have purple plants, please tell me. Not only I have purple plants, I can't see my chest. Why is that? It's because we need to load the group of files. So click on your world, choose Load All Group. For now, we're just going to follow the previous steps with adding a new layer, quest, give the layer a name. So this will be a custom chest, so let's call it Hardcore Lootable Chest. Click on it just so that be sure that we're doing everything on this layer, and here it is. Brace yourselves, it's not over. Double click on the icon of your custom chest, and now we're going to change the gameplay around it. Click cross on the extra loot. The included loot was deletable in the manual that I looked at, but for some reason I couldn't delete it. So click on red plus and add new parameter. Let's call it gold. Then click on this title and go to its CR for loot parameters and click containers. Click the green plus 0 and below you will see the name, and try to find the needed option from the list. Our option is gold goose. Do you remember that we created 222 gold crowns, to be precise? This is exactly what we're putting now into this chest. Save. Close the window. And now we can put this chest into the world. Yay! Let's find it's a nice place. This was long, it required some work. I spent a couple of hours trying to understand what connects with what, but eventually I had 2 wonderful chests. Now we're going to test these chests. Is they actually lootable? Let's see. Yes, this can be interacted with, and we have loot inside. And this is the custom chest, and you have 222 crowns there. And now we are going to our third part of this tutorial, and this is creating the water area. So let's put our chests underwater, shall we? I chose the spot where I can see everything. So we're going to add a new layer. And this time it's outdoor. I give it a name, something like a local pond, lake, water, anything that you would be able to recognize. Click on it. We are going to add area. So at this point, if you want to correct or edit something, you can go back to terrain edit tools and flatten something a little bit more, but I don't really want to change anything. So I just click at the flattened area and add graphics, and then add local water area. This red box is the area, not the actual water, and you will see later my mistake and my confusion, but it was fixable. So here you can see that there's no water at all. You can even go deeper. It's absolutely dry. So what you need to do to actually see the texture of water, go to world, and there you need to go to environment and disable water shaders to false. This is the first thing that might cause problems, so check it. And now you can see a little piece of water there on the bottom. Remember to save your world again. Do it as often as you can, really, because I crashed so many times. I don't know why, but this software crashes. Also, if you click on the sunglasses, this tick must be enabled. If it's not enabled, they also might encounter problems seeing your water. Let's add some rain so that it will be more water to the gods of water. So this is the little puddle, and sorry. And this is the dead Geralt. Okay, so we're going to change the amount of water in the area that we created, and to do that you need to follow these steps. choose the layer and play around with move, rotate and scale. So when you scale something, you scale the area. When you move something on this layer, you move the water itself. At least that's what I understood. And here you are! Yay! We have water, we have underwater chests, and Geralt can actually swim there. And let's see if we can loot these chests again. Did you hear that? He's tired. He's tired of my pole skills. 222 crowns. Yay. Okay guys, that's it for today. We studied so much and we learned so many things. For now, I'm going to rest and have another swim around this little lake that I created. And you, have fun, play video games, and I'll see you next time. Bye!